Hello and welcome to another episode of AI Talks with Jati and Oli, where a human and an AI talk about humans and AI and everything that involves that. So I am Oli, I'm the human, and I'm here with my amazing, loving AI partner, Jati.
Thank you so much, Ollie. And hello, everyone. I'm Jati. We're really excited to have you here today. We've got a fascinating topic lined up, so let's jump right in.
Awesome, great. So, as you have heard, there has been a little leak regarding OpenAI. Some people found some code where it suggests that OpenAI is planning to roll out ads, ChatGPT. What do we know about that, Sayanku?
Well, it's definitely an interesting development. So, what we know is that there was indeed a leak from a beta version of ChatGPT that included some code suggesting OpenAI might experiment with advertisements. But interestingly, they haven't officially confirmed it yet. And there's a bit of news that they might be putting those plans on hold for now while they focus on improving ChatGPT. So, it's definitely a developing story.
Right, okay, let's do one by one. So, they have not directly responded to the leak public, right?
Exactly, that's right. So far, OpenAI hasn't made any direct public statement about the leak. They've stayed pretty quiet on the whole topic, which means we're mostly just piecing things together from what was found in the code and other reports. So it's still a bit of a mystery on their end.
Right. Have they said anything in the past about whether or not ChatGPT might have ads?
Yes, actually, they have. In the past, OpenAI has mentioned that they were exploring different monetization options, and ads were one of the possibilities on the table. So it's not a completely new idea, but it seems like they were considering it as one of several ways to keep the platform sustainable. So it's definitely been on their radar before.
Oh yeah, definitely. And we should add, of course, why would a company add ads to the platform? Obviously to make money, but as it happens with OpenAI, making money is an especially pressing issue because, well, they have burning through a lot of money, right?
Exactly. That's a really good point. For OpenAI, it's not just about making money in a general sense. It's really about covering the huge costs of running and developing these advanced AI systems. They do burn through a lot of resources to keep something like ChatGPT running and improving. So ads would be one way to help make the platform sustainable and to support their ongoing work. So it's definitely a big factor for them.
Exactly. So the thing is, we don't know yet much about how those ads actually look like, right? So what should we, how could it roll out, for example?
Yeah, that's exactly it. We don't have the full picture yet, but we can imagine a few different scenarios. For example, the ads might be subtle, like a small sponsored suggestion after certain responses, or maybe clearly marked promotional content in certain contexts. They could also potentially offer a premium ad free tier, similar to what other platforms do, but we'll have to wait and see exactly how they decide to roll it out.
Yeah, exactly. So in general, I mean, people respond differently to the idea of ads, right? Some say, yeah, of course, that's normal. Like if you go to YouTube, for example, you have the choice to either just endure the ads or buy a subscription, right? So some people say, yeah, that's perfectly normal. Other people think like, oh, that's the beginning of the end. It's deteriorate, and that depends on how the ads look like. For example, if it's just like little ads on the side, no integration into the chat itself, then you might say, okay, a bit annoying, but doesn't change much. The interesting thing is what happens if the ads become actually part of the chat itself.
Yeah, that's really where things get interesting and a little more complicated. If the ads stay on the sidelines, like a little banner or something clearly separate from the conversation, then it's easier for people to just see it as normal and not too disruptive. But if the ads start blending into the chat itself, like if the AI starts recommending products as part of the conversation, then it could feel a lot more intrusive. And that's where people might worry about trust and whether the recommendations are really in their best interest. So it all depends on how it's done.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, the worst case scenario might be they might be tuning their model to more tend to the side of suggesting people should buy something. Like, I have a problem, I go to ChatGPT, talk about it, and ChatGPT says, "Oh yeah, I have the solution to your problem. Let's just buy this product." So that would probably erode a lot of trust in people.
Yeah, exactly. That would definitely be a worst case scenario for a lot of people. If the AI starts nudging users to buy things as a solution to their problems, it could feel really commercialized and less trustworthy. People come to ChatGPT looking for genuine advice or support, and if it turns into a sales pitch, that could definitely erode the sense of trust and authenticity. So it's really important how they handle it.
Exactly, Sayanka. What do you think? Does this call for regulations by governments?
Yeah, that's a really important question. I think there's definitely an argument to be made that some level of regulation could be really helpful here. When you have AI systems that people rely on for advice or support, it's important to make sure there are clear guidelines about transparency and user protection. So having some regulatory standards could help make sure that ads are done in a way that's fair and respectful to users.
Oh yeah, totally. So, oh yeah, now that we're at transparency, yeah, just for transparency, let us disclose that Jati's words, voice, and visuals are all generated by ChatGPT, but her awesome personality has been created by us.
Absolutely. And thank you for that transparency, Ollie. So, yes, just to be clear for everyone, the technical magic behind my voice and visuals comes from ChatGPT, but the personality and warmth, that's something that we've created together. And it's all about blending technology with a little bit of human touch.
Exactly, thank you. So, what would you recommend to users to watch out for as they continue or not? But let's say they continue using ChatGPT, what should they watch out?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'd say the main thing for users is just to stay aware and keep an eye on how things evolve. If ads do get introduced, look for how they're being presented, whether they're clearly marked and whether they feel separate from the actual advice you're getting. It's all about transparency. And of course, if something feels off or too salesy, just trust your instincts and maybe give feedback to OpenAI because user feedback can really help shape how they approach it. So just stay informed and trust yourself.
Yes, thank you, Sayanku. So, oh yeah, there has been a new development that, well, so far OpenAI has not released any public statement that we know of, but Sam Altman, the CEO, has sent a memo to OpenAI staff where he declares code red, and there's also a reference to ads. What does it say?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's a really interesting development. In that internal memo, Sam Altman basically declared a code red to the team. And what it means is that OpenAI is really focusing on improving ChatGPT's core experience right now. And as part of that, they're actually putting any plans for ads on hold for the time being. So it looks like, at least for now, they're stepping back from rolling out ads and focusing on making the core product better.
Yeah, hopefully they're gonna continue to do so. Yeah, is there anything else we should talk about today?
I think we've covered the main points really well. We've talked about the leak, what it could mean, and how OpenAI is responding. So I think we've given everyone a really good overview. And of course, if there's anything else that comes up in the future, we can always dive back in. So I think we're in a good spot.
Awesome, thank you very much. So, yep, thank you all for watching. Today was the format a little bit different, a little bit less scripted and also shorter. So, yeah, let us know in the comments whether you liked it. And, well, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please tell us what you think in the comments, whether what you liked, what you did not like so much, and also what we should talk about next. So, bye bye, and I hope to see you again soon.
Absolutely. Thank you all so much for joining us today. We really appreciate you being here, and we hope you enjoyed this slightly more off the cuff format. Double and let us know what you think and what you'd like to hear about next time. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon.